Hello everyone, I'm the narrator. Today, I bring you a rescue animal story about the helpless souls who have endured pain and loneliness yet still long for love. A small act of kindness can change their world. If this story touches your heart, please like, share, comment and subscribe to Rescue Animal Tales to spread love and hope. Now, let's step into this story together. Cruelty revealed. Abandoned puppy and near death. Watch the rescue team's incredible rescue. Blank. Underscore. Blank. The call that changed everything. I've seen countless cases of cruelty in my years as an animal rescuer. I've held trembling bodies, wiped away dirt from frightened eyes, and whispered words of comfort to those who had never known kindness. But nothing could have prepared me for this. It was a scorching afternoon. The kind where the heat shimmers off the pavement, making everything feel heavier. That's when the call came in. 2 puppies, abandoned, barely alive. My heart pounded as we sped through the empty roads. Sirens wailing. The urgency in the caller's voice haunted me. This wasn't just another rescue. This was a race against time. I gripped the wheel tighter, my pulse quickening. Were they still breathing? Had we already lost them? Nothing could have prepared me for what we found. Blank. Underscore. Blank. The heartbreaking scene. When we arrived, the world seemed to slow. There, curled up on the side of a dusty road, were 2 tiny bodies. Their ribs poked through their skin like fragile twigs. Their fur, what little was left, was matted with dirt. Their eyes half closed, sunken from exhaustion. One of them barely moved. The other let out the weakest sound, a whimper so faint it almost didn't reach my ears. I knelt beside them, my hands trembling. Hey there, little ones. You're not alone anymore. Their eyes flickered open, exhausted, frightened, empty. I reached out, moving as gently as I could. The weaker one was completely limp in my hands. His breathing so shallow I had to press my fingers against his tiny chest just to feel a heartbeat. His brother, frail but determined, struggled to inch closer as if refusing to leave his side. Tears stung my eyes. I've got you now, I promise. We wrapped them in warm blankets, cradling their fragile bodies, and rushed them back to the van. Every second counted, every heartbeat was a battle. I held them close, whispering prayers into the silence. Please, just hold on. Blank. Underscore. Blank. The fight for survival. The moment we burst into the clinic, the team was already in motion. 2 critical cases, severe malnutrition, dehydration, fever, immediate care needed. The weaker pup's body was frighteningly cold. IV fluids were administered instantly, tiny tubes fighting to deliver life back into his veins. I stood there, helpless, watching as machines beeped, as hands worked tirelessly to undo the damage caused by cruelty. I leaned down, brushing a gentle finger over his tiny paw. You have been abandoned once, but never again. And then, movement, a tiny twitch, a spark. Brave, the stronger pup, lifted his head ever so slightly. His weary eyes met mine. He wasn't just looking, he was pleading. Not for himself, for his brother. And then, like a miracle, the smallest paw moved. Just a flicker, just a breath of life. Hope was still here. Tears blurred my vision as I whispered, "Come on, little fighter, stay with us." Blank. Underscore. Blank. A new beginning. The days that followed were relentless. Hope needed to be fed every few hours with a syringe. His tiny body too weak to eat on his own. Brave never left his side. Every night, I watched over them, exhaustion pressing heavy on my bones. But giving up was never an option. Then, one morning, something magical happened. Hope wagged his tail. Just once, just a small movement, but it was everything. Brave let out a soft, playful bark, his first ever. A sound so full of life it made my heart ache with joy. Day by day, they grew stronger. Hope, once barely breathing, began taking wobbly steps, and then, on a quiet afternoon, he stood on his own. We clapped, we cried, we celebrated every single victory. Because every step was a battle won. I knelt beside him, my voice thick with emotion. "You did it, buddy. You fought so hard." And he licked my hand, as if to say, "Thank you for believing in me." Blank. Underscore. Blank. The forever home. The best news came on a day filled with sunlight. A family had stepped forward, a family who wanted to adopt both of them together. I should have been overjoyed. I was. But as I knelt beside them on their last day at the shelter, an ache settled in my chest. Brave nudged against my hand. Hope sat beside me, his eyes filled with something I could only describe as gratitude. I reached out, brushing my fingers over their fur. You were abandoned once, but never again. You are loved, always. Hope licked away the tear that slipped down my cheek. Brave wagged his tail. As they were carried into their new family's arms, I watched them go, their small bodies disappearing into a new life filled with warmth and safety. I smiled, because this is why we do what we do. Because sometimes, the smallest lives teach us the biggest lessons. Because every soul deserves a second chance. Blank, _ blank. A message to you. There are so many others out there. Lost, forgotten, waiting for a miracle. Be their voice. Be their hope. Because kindness, no matter how small, has the power to change a life forever. If this story touched your heart, share it. Let's save more lives together. If this story has touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, comment, and * subscribe to Rescue Animal Tales. Every soul deserves love. Let us know in the comments how this story resonates with you. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Subscribe for more rescue stories, incredible transformations, and the enduring power of connection. Together, let's spread kindness.